Oh my God, 28.
All right, so welcome back to another episode of Soul Palate.
Hooty hoo.
I am D. Jones.
I'm Kapri Robinson.
And I'm not even going to say what number episode this is because by the time everything is done in post, we may declare another number to it. So,
yeah.
just welcome to another episode.
Welcome. In Soul Palate here, we are here to normalize the black and brown palate. We're here to talk tea about the world, about the industry, about what affects us, about what's going on, and chop it up. And we're tasting all the things, different categories every episode, so you can get a little bit of insight, hopefully learn a little bit about some spirits, but also hear what we like to taste and hear like what we like and what we don't like, and what comes out of our mouth.
Yeah, also, with that, I also wanted to extend this to our listeners and things. If there is a spirit category that you want to specifically hear about or just hear more in-depth information or notes about or any of those things, definitely comment it, send it, whatever. All of the ways to get in contact with us personally and through the Soul Palette Instagram will be in descriptions and all the things. So there'll be all types of ways to get in contact with us. Definitely comment and share and do all those type of things. But if there is any particular categories or subjects that you would like us to touch on, we will be looking for that type of feedback also. So,
absolutely.
Just want to throw that out there.
Absolutely.
And so today we're focusing on Brandies. So Brandy is as in terms of the spirit category itself, whereas you have like a whiskey which is produced from grain, or even a vodka produced from grain, potatoes, rice, what have you. Brandies are produced by fruit, primarily grapes, but we have an example of two different brandies, I believe, that are done with different fruit. So we've got one that's apple-based and one that's watermelon-based.
Yes.
But classically, the base of a brandy is going to be with grapes.
Yeah, but brandy can be made literally from any fruit that you make. You call it brandy.
So that is what we are touching on today.
Super excited! So, which way are we tasting?
So the first one that we're going to be tasting, we're going from white to dark.
Okay.
So we're going to start with our little baby Tamworth in the front there. This is their corpse flower brandy.
Awesome.
And this is out of Tamworth, New Hampshire.
American.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So a lot of brandies are made in France. There are some that's made in, well, really any country can make brandy. So let's not even limit the list. But would you say the majority come out of France?
I would say the majority of brandies, I want to say, used to come out of France.
Okay.
I want to say, I don't know now. I feel like America is making lots of different brandy
now. Yeah, you're
especially right. A lot of apple brandies are coming out of America now. So it's we don't know, which is pretty cool. So that is something that we definitely need to look up. But yeah, I can also Google that throughout the show, so we'll see.
Yeah, because actually out of this, we've got 2 from France and 3 out of the U.S.
Okay, awesome.
So there we go.
Also, one thing I like to say every show, if you're tasting with this or tasting in general, nothing's wrong. What you taste is what you taste. Say it out loud. If it reminds you of a memory from childhood or yesterday, say it out loud. That's on the nose, on your palate, and just say it. So we're going to smell
just what you're experiencing, period.
Yeah. So today I'm having a little bit of issues where I feel like allergy season is attacking me. So bear with me, y'all. Which
is like really annoying when you're trying to taste new things because you need all of your senses for that. It's giving a lot of earthiness though, for sure. And by earthiness, I mean like soil, maybe a little grass.
Yeah.
Literally things that remind you of earth. So don't overthink it.
Yeah, it's also a flower brandy too, so
yeah.
That might
and the thing is, the floralness in it is actually super light. It's giving kind of like white flowers.
Absolutely, that's what I'm getting mostly.
And it's like, yeah, because it's like a powdery white lily kind of.
What is this made from? Do you know?
I don't.
What kind of brandy it is?
I was gonna say grab the bottle. Let's see if it says.
This is government rules.
Let me see if I can do some Googles real quick.
It doesn't say, y'all.
See if I can
Thighs, say lies. It says Dorian and Indole fruit flavored brandy. I don't know what that means.
What is it? I was just about to ask.
Dorian and
What does
Indole?
that mean?
Y'all.
We gonna figure that one out.
Okay.
But right now I'm smelling the ton of earth and white flower. We need like Tamworth. Let's look her up. Corpse flower. We have.
Are you getting white pepper at all?
Yes, actually.
I'm pulling here. This is hard for me today. I hate that.
But the thing is, it doesn't have a ton of character, so
okay,
it's not like I'm not trying to overstretch to find it because if it's not there, it's not there.
Right.
But
easy to drink though, y'all.
It's super easy to drink. It's smooth. It's not like too hot or anything.
Yeah.
What's it? That's fucking hilarious. Let's see. Tamworth Distilling explores this relationship of funky and floral, decay and bouquet, with House of Tamworth corpse. Okay, decay and bouquet, corpse flower.
Okay.
It's a plays on words for me.
I guess that's where the earthiness and the floralness are coming to meet.
Okay, because you're giving me flowers and death. Got it.
Okay.
So should I like envision myself like with my
headstone? It's giving
like,
a lot of funeral.
It's giving.
I don't know.
Headstone. I've dropped the orchids on your plot. I don't know about that, but okay. Tamworth makes some really weird shit though. Like they make whiskey infused with venison, which is deer meat.
Yeah.
They've got like some wild stuff. Well, next time when we do another iteration of brandy, I'll bring back their VSOP apple brandy, which I intended to bring, but as you can see, we're not short of options. So it was probably not meant for me to bring yet another thing to sip in the middle of the day. You see, a diabolical mix of some of the most pleasingly unpleasant petals in the botanical world.
Done. I don't think you should read any more of this.
Okay. Jasmine flower, that's what we're getting.
Okay, that makes sense.
Indola, though, that's a type of... So that's apparently an unpleasant flower that people don't really be checking for. Okay, thanks, Tamworth.
But then it said fruit. Did it say anything about the fruit that's in it?
Let me see.
It said flavor fruit brandy.
Angelica flower. They're not mentioning any actual fruit.
Okay, Tamworth.
They're keeping it mysterious.
Hopefully
all right.
you watch this and see this and hear this and maybe you'll hit us up.
Give us some insight.
We don't know. But that was our first sip of the day. And we're happy about that. And we're going straight into you with it or not. Because we had some stuff happen this motherfucking week. Okay?
Oh, God.
And I'm going to start with the first thing for us and for me. It's the baby. The baby out here flexing on kids. Now. Okay, y'all. Give y'all some background on the story.
Yes.
So, the baby, I guess, I don't know what city he was in, got off his van or his bus or whatever. Some kids were selling some candy. He gets off with and I'm going to tell it my way because, there's a video for it for sure. We'll probably put the link down for you all. But he gets off the bus. He got a wad of cash in his hand. He asked the kids how much they want for the box of candy. And they said $200 per box. He's like, $200 per box.
He pulled out a wad of cash.
He had a wad of cash. Got a wad of cash. They already knew who he was. The kids do say we make $400 a day off just donations and people buying candy. So we're asking.
So they try to make what they,
we're asking for $200 a box, right? So he's like, $200. He said, how many? What's one candy? They said $2. He said, how many in the box? They said 32 or some shit like that. Or 34, I think it was. And he was like, what's 34 times 2? Little boys couldn't tell him, which is, one thing there, right? They couldn't tell the math. It's okay. Things happen. They're obviously selling candy on the street for some types of reasons, whatever. Not saying they can't do math, but in the moment, they're probably nervous. I'm just speculating at this point. But he's like, that's just not even 100. Shit. He said, it's not 200. It's not even 100. And they like keep keying, and then he ends up giving $2 each, and each of the candies were $1 each, and so he got 4 pieces of candy. The internet erupts, okay? They got half of the people, for some reason, I didn't think this was going to be crazy.
Thinking that he made so much sense.
DaBaby don't make no sense. He's flexing on some kids.
Every hood nigga I know agreed with this man.
Every hood nigga I know agreed with this man.
Agreed with
Said
this
that
man.
he's teaching them
a
the
lesson.
market.
They tried to get
lessons.
over.
They tried to
He
scam.
tried to finesse
Is it a
him.
scam?
Why he gotta get finesse? Because he got money.
Because you have money.
You came up to these kids with this bright ass Cuban link diamond chain, pulling a wad of cash out of your pocket. I'm taxing you, sir.
Bruh, today the price went up.
Your discretionary is different from the average Joe.
Bruh.
You can afford this premium that I am charging, and therefore I am charging it. Now, if you're choosing to nickel and dime me, then that's your choice as a El Cheapo to then nickel and dime me. But I'm still hitting you with this premium. Fuck is you talking about? The fuck is we talking about?
It's $200 more. How much is the candy? Each candy is $10, so that means it's about $300 in this box. And
plus
I'm giving
your discount,
which is $200. Now, granted, I wish the kids did know their math a little bit more so they could play.
Should have been on this shit with the bag.
Not gonna lie.
If there was a lesson to take away, know your numbers.
Know your numbers.
Know your math. You should be able to do that on the top of your head. 32 joints in the box at what, $2 a piece. That's giving you what, $64 for the box technically. But then don't say that they're $2 a piece. If you know that you have 32 in there, up it. Like you said, $10 a joint. Then I'm giving you a what, $160 discount, your celebrity discount. Thank you so much for the promo on your page. For that, we're gonna take $160 off your price, giving you $200 a box.
A box.
You gotta be crafty out here if you about to be selling in these streets, kids.
Period.
That's all I'm saying.
That's all.
You wanna be a hustler out in these streets, you about to be hawking this candy. Know your numbers. Know how you're about to assess the situation quickly and how you're about to communicate these prices to the person that's in front of you at that moment. If you don't have a crowd of people looking at what the price is, you can change the price every time. There's really nothing wrong with it.
And you know, also, he didn't even give them real time to actually do the math themselves.
Put them
not everybody
on the spot.
Yeah, like everybody doesn't do math very quickly in their head like that. I think, especially nowadays, I'm not really sure how kids learn math in school at all. But like
the complicated
putting
way,
that shit, adding that shit, I don't know however they do it. It just didn't. It seemed like the kid was definitely thinking about it, but DaBaby definitely did not give them time to like spit that shit out, which could have been the lesson there too, right? But like all my friends that are in the hood, there was definitely like it's the principle. What principle? Capitalism does this to us on a daily motherfucking basis. Okay, if the white man charged $200 for one piece of candy, motherfuckers is buying it.
They're paying it. They're complaining about it, but they're figuring out a way to pay for it.
You go to the club. That Patron bottle, you know for sure is down the street at your local liquor store for about $30-$40, but you go to the club and pay $300 for that bottle. So what the fuck is we talking about? The price is the price and it is set. Why are we telling these kids that they need to back down on their price to fit the market?
But you buy a fucking table at the club for $600.
$1,000 gone.
Bottles and some fucking Tropicana orange juice.
Like,
I don't understand. And plastic cups.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't get it.
That don't make no sense to me. Y'all go and pay Moet. Y'all don't go to the liquor store and say, but how much did y'all get that retail? Y'all don't say that.
Y'all don't ask them their wholesale price.
We're not going to Ruth Chris and asking how much they bought that steak for. We're not doing that. So, like, for these people to say that the lesson for these kids was to follow the market and not scam, I'm not scamming. The price went up just now. That's what it is. Whoop! In demand. You're the demand.
Like if you have an issue with buying wine by the glass or something, like, I know for a fact that what you're charging me per glass is what you pay per bottle. But what am I going to sit there and talk to you in circles about it for?
I don't have time for that.
I don't have time for that. Either I'm going to drink the wine or I'm not.
You gonna buy this box or not? Why ask me about the box if you're not about to pay for it? Because we know you got the bands. You obviously do. You walked out with it. Waving it in my face, knowing I'm out here on the street hustling. Yes, it's $200. So come up to me. You ask me for my box of candy. Anybody in the streets, it's $200.
Please know it's $200 baseline.
Base.
And let you know that, and please understand that the discount is already worked in.
Okay. The discount
is already been worked in. The discount's worked in. Don't ask me for no break. Don't ask me for no help. Already. Shout out to Soulja Boy. Gang.
I was definitely about to say, shout out to Soulja Boy.
The first rapper to do everything.
And he was like, what nigga you know giving them a band and letting them keep the candy?
Let them keep their fucking merchandise.
Shout out to Soulja Boy.
Because Soulja like the flex, but I ain't mad at it.
And that's a better flex.
It's a better flex.
Because Baby is a
Because at
petty
least then
flex.
you're still doing something nice for the kids. It really just, for me, it was like, it just came across as petty.
It was petty and disappointing.
Because it's like, bruh, nobody asked you to be the fucking lesson teacher for these children. You could just teach them that it's okay to do nice. And it's okay to be out here hustling. And then sometimes you'll have a lucky break and somebody will just bless you. Just because you're out here working and doing something honest.
Yes.
That could be the lesson. As opposed to, yeah, I'm rich and yeah, I can afford the price you told me, but I'd rather hassle you about it and do all this extra shit and then put it on social media because I feel so self-righteous that it's worth sharing. No, that's corny. You're not really teaching them anything valuable. It's just corny as fuck.
For me, it's just the fact that I definitely pride myself on making it easier for the generation after me, right? Not easier in aspects, but like
easier to navigate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, that was not a lesson learned at all. I don't think he really taught lessons. I don't think he did anything but laugh in those kids' face. Personally, when I watched the video, it could have been, you know what? You know, you got balls. Next time, know your numbers. Next time, you know.
Exactly. Like, oh yeah, y'all bold, but you don't know how to count. Like, and then you could very respectfully and generously gather them while still, you know.
Also, let's ask a question because I also have an issue with cities nowadays trying to take black people from selling legal things on the streets, selling water bottles, selling juices, selling candy. They're trying to move their spaces and different things like that. That's only making more roadblocks for black people to have to now go into the realm of drugs. You know what I'm saying? So it's like these kids are out here selling candy. They asked me for $200.
I'm complaining about candy and water sales. Like these are the least harmful things that a person can
out. They obviously have a goal. They obviously have a goal. They're obviously trying to do something. You still gonna kick. You don't know your math. Nah, DaBaby, you can suck it. Period. Part.
Okay.
So not with it.
All right.
At all whatsoever.
Okay, let's not get to Karen yet.
Oh, Jesus.
Let's take our second sip and then get into this next with it or not. So this one is from Highwire Distillery in Charleston, South Carolina. So we're still in the U.S. We're moving our way south.
All right. So
this one is a watermelon brandy. Now they have, I think this is their second or third release of the watermelon brandy. They did this one with the Boulder. It's called Boulder watermelons. I do not have the second watermelon brandy to compare and contrast these two, but the Bold Ruler watermelon in this is a lot earthier and a lot more of like focused on that watermelon rind and that kind of, you literally can tell that this crapped out of the dirt. It tastes like, in a good way though, so don't take what I'm saying as like it tastes dirty. It tastes like you can tell that this is a fruit that had to grow from the ground.
Absolutely.
So
it's nice though.
When we say earthy, that's what we mean. Like potatoes and whatever the fuck else grows from the earth. You can taste that. And so it's actually really nice. I like this for a cocktail where I'm using a little more maybe sweetener, or if I'm actually going to add watermelon juice to it. Like, this is a really good brandy for that.
The watermelon comes at the end. It's really crazy. That watermelon that you're used to in, like, a juice form, it comes way at the end. But that first thing you're tasting, earthiness, almost, like she said, a little bit of potato for me. Like, it's crazy. But it's so good.
It's really good. That other one is so much sweeter.
Wow.
Like, I really wish I had some left. Thank you.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna let this sit and go back to it.
Yes.
Okay. So the second thing that I wrote on You With It or Not also kind of falls into our West Tea category. Yes. So we're gonna toggle back and forth a little bit.
Yes.
So our combination of West Tea and Are You With It or Not is this whole white fragility bullshit that continues. This whole narrative that's not going anywhere anytime soon, clearly, with...
Did you watch the video yet?
No.
Do you want to watch the video on here?
You talk about it while I pull up the video.
Okay, y'all. So, was, in my chill state last night. I was looking on Instagram and someone said something about, it was I'm Marquise, who makes all the beats out of all the funny things. And he made a beat out of this thing of this white woman like really tripping out in this store. And I was like, what is this? So a part of the I'm Marquise video said free panty. And so I typed in Google free panty Karen and it came up. And
oh my God.
So,
I'm gonna play it low because I don't know what the copyrights and all that's looking like. I ain't got time for YouTube smoke, but you go ahead, keep talking.
So this woman charges out a black woman. She has her phone up. She charges out a black woman, and then after this,
she just pulled up on Shawty in the Victoria's Secret.
The black woman says,
like it looks like she's hitting her. I don't think she actually meant to hit her. She said,
you just tried to hit me. And the white man starts to go, no, I didn't. And
now she's cowering in like this faux fetal position.
You gotta hear her go crazy though.
Oh my God. What is wrong with her? Oh wait, this is on Instagram. I can play it.
Yeah.
Legally right. Why is she bawling like this? Hey, bruh. Yeah. She's really sitting here bawling like somebody did something to her. And like she did not just literally run up on this lady in the middle of fucking Victoria's Secret.
Yes.
And now and the tears are fake as fuck. She's trying to literally push water out of her eyeballs.
Stop recording my mental breakdown.
Now it's a mental breakdown. Bitch.
No one has yet tried to get this lady out of the store. I want security for you.
No. I want you to call security.
She's already said she's mentally unstable.
Scroll up. There's another one. There's another video. There's another half of this video.
One. Oh, what?
Bitch.
But I'm looking. She's laid out.
She's now
those who have already seen this know what I'm
in
seeing. For the first time. I'm first seeing this for the first time.
Take her phone away, but she's screaming.
Get her phone away.
So you
Black
hear in the
background shit. She backing up. She getting behind.
You hear in the background, and we cut off the first video, but there are people around the black woman telling her, "Why don't you just stop recording?"
Now she is running after her,
and no one in the store is
after
stopping
her. No one is doing anything to even de-escalate this. Nobody has put sis in her straitjacket yet. No one has prepared the padded room. It is funny as fuck. It is if it wasn't like the epitome of what they do. What is she doing?
There's some silence because it's the astonishment. People are literally like, why don't you just stop recording?
And people are still fucking shopping. People are still checking out right now. And she's collapsed. And she's still holding a piece of clothing. She's still holding clothes.
Do you see it?
I can't. Okay.
It was the people around her telling her, just stop. Why don't you stop recording?
Why don't she stop screaming and acting like a wild fucking banshee and then passing out like that shit was just mentally... like. Sis!
You gotta see that video, because reading it is not the same.
Oh my God. This link will be shared in the description.
Yes, reading it is not the same.
This is insane.
Oh
my God. And so this brings me back to that bullshit TikTok challenge where the white girls were all showing just how well they can fake cry and then immediately switch into this Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing. And they're like no longer crying anymore. Like,
I did not see that.
Oh. What? Bitch? Oh, girl. TikTok challenge.
Oh, no.
White women.
So, y'all, we're talking about this. We bring this up because this shit is dangerous.
White women are fake crying for this new TikTok challenge. They're crying on cue. Look at this bullshit. And it's an entire fucking, like, thing of the... Look at this shit. Okay. It's a white girl crying. Blonde, of course. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo. Time to turn it off. Okay, wait, it's coming. She's boo-hooing. It's fake. Look at that shit. It is a bunch of it. Oh, well, wait. Let me turn off Shawty. Hold on. This was one that was really creepy. This is the blonde bitch with the really, like, raggedy bun. Everybody's seen it at this point. Oh.
I don't have anything to say except we've been new.
Yes. Okay, so that was a black lady responding to it.
Yes.
So, wait. Okay, hold on. Let me see if this is the actual
Also,
one.
this is how you get money from dad, though, right?
Yep.
You've been practicing this on
It's
your
the
parents.
crime. Look. Like, bruh.
Evil.
Just immediately switches. So, it's a challenge on TikTok where white women are basically snitching on themselves and exposing that the white fragility that they practice in people's faces and in front of the police and in front of anybody who they feel has the authority to help them out of whatever situation they have put themselves in. They just immediately cry on cue, and then same cue, wipe that shit on off. It's a whole nother face. I got the smirk situation happening. It is literally giving Emmett Till's fucking murderous.
Period. And that's all I have to say.
That's what it brings me back to.
This is
the
history.
Emmett Till situation.
This is history. We've seen
and
over
it's
and over
repeated
again.
over
We've
centuries,
seen it
but
over and over and over again that this happens in our life or death threatening. It's life or death
it's
threatening.
life or
to
death for black
us.
people. This shit is a game for white women. This shit is a game. How aggressive can I be with you? How much can I attack you? How much can I put you on a defense? How much can I rattle your fucking cage? How much can I fucking ruffle your feathers and get you in reactionary mode before I turn on the waterworks and this fake bullshit in order to get you in trouble? Because that's how I feel I have a sense of power. Because my misogynistic husband, who's probably out here perpetuating the patriarchy as we know and live it today, is busy taking all the control that I feel like I could have had in my own life. And now I need to exercise that power over you because I don't go home with you. What your life what happens to your life after I'm done working out whatever bit of weird, psychotic, insecure, power hungry, starved for respect feelings I may need to work out and work through you and fucking up your life. Once I'm done with that, it doesn't really matter that this could permanently affect you or actually have you killed or actually give you a record that you never earned. Doesn't fucking matter. Just like Soho Karen with that weird fucking attitude and that odd enough and all that weird shit and attacking the boy and then thinking that she was somehow the victim even though he never had your phone. And it's just all of that. It's the accumulation of it for me and the audacity of it. And the like, bitch, you on camera and now you're trying to scream bloody murder because she's recording you causing harm to her. And now you're having a meltdown because she chose to exercise her right to protect herself in the most immediately available way possible. Because no one in the store or within the mall found it appropriate to stop Shawty from attacking this black woman. Why? Because she's a black woman. Oh, she can handle it. She's strong. Why don't you stop recording her?
It was
Clearly,
the employees for me.
she's mentally unstable. Why don't you stop recording her? Bitch, what?
It was the employees for me. It was the employees for me.
That's how you know niggas not getting paid enough.
First off, once again, and I've said this many times, I am getting a neon sign that your privilege does not exist here. It's going to live here and it's going to live in the bar that I own. Because no, bitch, I don't give a fuck. Your white tears, your white man masculinity, your white anything, your white money has no privilege here. It don't live here, my nigga. Period. Like, you cannot, and I mean you cannot pull that shit where I work. And I don't care if it's a retail. I don't care if it's a lawyer office. I don't care wherever I end the fuck up. If it's on TV, I don't give a fuck. It will not live in my vicinity.
Not in my space.
It was the fact that people were trying to tell the black woman to make the white woman
what
stop.
she was
that
doing.
She had to stop recording. Instead of telling the dumbass bitch that was fake ass crying and falling the fuck out
Why
to
not
take
say,
herself
bitch, we
outside.
see you. We know know you're faking. Cut it out. Leave this lady alone. Like, what the fuck? I'm trying to buy my drawers. What the fuck is you doing? You're disturbing my moment right now. I'm just trying to check out. You're doing the most. Those tears are fake. It's evaporating before it even leaves your cheeks, bitch. Nobody's trying to hear this shit. Leave this beautiful black woman alone. And let's continue our motherfucking day. Chop, chop. What the fuck is tea?
Bitch,
That would have been me.
I almost had a Karen incident in Virginia. And I was on shrooms, and we was just chilling. I was just trying to put my outfit back together, and my girl was trying to help me with my outfit, but of course her nails were long, so we were taking a little bit of time, and we were kikiing. And the white bitch had some shit to say about us being in front of the mirror trying to get my outfit together, and it was about to be a moment, but she literally was wearing what Karen's, like, the workout thing with the
fucking athleisure
with the messy blonde bun, and she was about to get
What
it.
did she say to y'all?
She was pretty much just saying if y'all weren't in here yapping, y'all would get out the way, taking up all the time. It's only supposed to be 2 at a time. If there's only supposed to be 2 at a time, why did you come in here? Because there was already 2 of us in here.
Exactly, bitch. So clearly you knew the rules and decided not to follow them, and then you snitched on yourself yet again. But it doesn't matter to them if they.
Are y'all finished yet?
No, clearly.
And then she was about to go off, and I was also going to, but thank God for my friend who is very nonchalant and was like, just come on, because it was your birthday dinner. And thank you for Shantae, who was just like, come on, we don't have time for this. And I was like,
Chart House.
You're right.
She was at Chart House in athleisure.
Because white people can walk into anything, anywhere.
With any fucking thing on.
Because dress code doesn't apply to them. Anyways, that's another day for another $1. So,
exactly. Oh my God.
Karen's... White
to
bitches.
Answer the question, we ain't with it.
We not with it. You can pull the tears all you want, and I'm gonna laugh in your fucking face.
Laugh in your face
Period.
like Shawty did. The fuck, I'm recording you too.
And this also goes for non-black people in general that also try to pull the tears.
Also try to do that victim shit.
Because it's not just white women that do it. It's also, I've seen Indian people do it.
Yeah.
I've seen light-skinned Spanish people do it. Light-skinned Latin motherfuckers do it. I've seen
Asian people do it.
Mixed people do it.
Oh,
So,
hell yeah.
It's not just for the white person. No. It's for all y'all internalizing that Karen mentality, period. Of course. I'm sorry. You come to me with it, and I'm going to fucking crack up in your face.
And weaponizing white supremacy, period. Anybody. Because it's not just white people who weaponize white supremacy.
It is not.
Not with none of y'all motherfuckers.
Any of y'all motherfuckers that are passing and use it still upon me, you gonna see these teeth. Because I'm going to be laughing at your ass. Okay? My sister is literally talking about how much I laugh at her tears. And that's my sister. I don't mean to. It just cracks me up sometimes. So, yes, I am going to laugh in your face and record you. I need to be a little bit faster on the quick out. I do need to be a little bit faster on that. I've been trying. I'm not fast on the record, but period.
That's the quick out for me.
People be having their phones out. I don't be having my phones out. I don't be having
I walk around with my phone in my hand.
I don't.
Now that I know that quick, just swipe to the left and the camera's on. Oh, it's action, bitch.
Bitch, listen.
In 2.5.
I know. I wish I had that shit in Miami. I can tell you about Miami all day. She loves it. It's not my city, but
fucking love Miami. But God, I feel like the whole other topic could be that shit that happened in New York. We won't even get into that.
Oh, Jesus.
God. Okay.
Because low key, that was white tears.
It was the white tears for me. Oh my God. We done seen some shit, okay? We done seen some shit.
We done seen some bullshit.
State by state, motherfuckers. But, alright, let's taste this third one. So now we're going to be tasting something that's a little more universally familiar. This is the Douce.
Alright.
So, people who are familiar with Cognac don't necessarily know that it is also qualified as a brandy. So, Cognac is a type of brandy. Falls under the umbrella. The base is grapes. So Cognac specifically is brandy coming out of France, though. Coming out of the Cognac, what is it, province? Whatever. Cognac, France. And that's where Douce is based. So, so if y'all didn't know, all you people driving the boat, you are getting drunk off of brandy. It's not whiskey.
It's not whiskey.
It's not the same as a whiskey. It's not going to hit you like a whiskey.
It is brown still, though.
It's not like an aged rum.
It's brown.
It's not the same. It is just also brown because it is aged, but the base is very different.
Yes, this is from grapes.
And that's also why it has that sweetness that most people tend to lean towards.
Yeah. I'm loving this already. So, it might be just because I made a cocktail with this, but for me, I always get plums on this.
Yeah, no,
I
definitely.
get a little
Right
bit
plum
of
at
like
that.
black cardamom, like at the end. I'm just like really big.
I get some black pepper and a little leather too.
Yes, I love the smell of Douce.
Like fresh leather. Like if I would
Yes.
just be taking a leather bag out of the wrapper or whatever, or
Yes.
out of the cloth.
I'm getting red apples.
that.
I'm getting lemon juice. I'm not
Lemon
really getting
juice.
the skin
Yeah.
at all. Oh, I love this.
All of that.
Fuck, man. It is one of my
And then that oak
favorite
comes
smells.
through really nice too.
Yes.
I don't even
Absolutely.
like the woodsiness is just enough to complement all the sweet flavors.
Absolutely.
It's like
All
that
right.
tinge of smoke.
Weirdly, it's soapy.
Yeah,
It tastes
like bar soap.
yeah. It's giving me, I guess, it's not medicinal, but like, it's not really chemical either. But it's like, for some reason, giving a bar soap taste. I mean, I know y'all accidentally got some soap in your mouth, so shut the fuck up asking me what the fuck this soap tastes
Everybody
like.
knows what
'Cause
bar
I
soap
know
tastes
you
like.
asked yourself, how should you know what soap tastes like?
Either you had a dirty ass mouth as a kid, and that's how you know, or you accidentally just got some soap in
Just
your mouth.
accident.
It be like that.
When you're washing your hair.
I was about to say you wash your hair, wash your face, whatever.
Whatever. It's giving that, and I don't think that's, I'm not gonna say that's a bad quality. It just happened to happen today. That's what I'm tasting. I mean, it's not giving what was on the nose.
No. So this is very different on the palate than it is on the nose. Very hot finish.
Black pepper is still there.
Yeah. Not nearly as much fruit.
No. I get a little bit of chocolate coffee at the end.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Very, very dark, dry chocolate.
Yeah. Dry cacao.
And coffee grounds for me. Not the bean, maybe, but before
Not even
it's,
like
before
roasted.
it's,
Not
yeah.
roasted.
And before it's used. Yeah.
Yeah, we're on the same page with
I had
that
to
one.
rub my face because I'm like a little confused.
It gives two different
But
vibes.
this is
The thing is,
happening.
I've never actually sat there and like broken down. I mean, I did back when I did that cocktail for Douce, but other than that, nobody's
you
really
make for
sitting
that
around
again?
talking
The
about.
coconut,
I did
right?
the colada.
So
With the
good.
coconut cream. I think I did like a little pineapple juice. Like
I
that.
low key, I'm gonna see if Alexis can put her like photos in the video.
Ad of like the cocktails we did. Yes, cute photos here.
Right here.
No, but yes, it makes a mean colada though. I'll
Yes.
say that much.
It does.
So-
I did a plum, black cardamom, like regular, just like lemon, I think. Black cardamom syrup.
I
muddled
don't play
plum.
enough with cardamom as a
I love
spice.
cardamom. I definitely love green cardamom, and Scrappy Bitters makes a beautiful cardamom bitters, which is like earthy. Green cardamom is my favorite if I'm gonna choose between the cardamoms, and I'll let you taste that after this. But like, yes, cardamom is it. It just bridges the gap. If you want something that's not too savory or not too herbaceous, I just feel like cardamom is like right there for you. And black cardamom, I feel like leans really into fall flavors, which is what I did
does.
with this. Where green cardamom, I feel like you can use all year round.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know what it is. I love cardamom and cilantro. Winners.
Cilantro, I was gonna say cilantro is so easy.
Winners.
For me, it's like rosemary. I can put it almost anything.
True.
I could put
I thought I
rosemary
had bought
on
some
something.
rosemary the other day. I guess I didn't.
Girl, I'm growing some upstairs, you know.
Yeah.
I just clipped some for the first time. Like, what was that? Wednesday?
Yeah.
Today's Friday. It was on Wednesday.
Rosemary is
I
great,
used it in
though.
some vegan pasta sauce I made.
I wonder what water does to this. All
Great
right.
question, because I've never diluted mine.
Yeah, because it's, I mean, honestly, it's so easy to drive the boat with this, honestly. It's
It really
still,
is. It's too easy.
I mean, Brandy in general, Brandy has a really big part of my heart just because of fucking Howard, right? Like, going to HBCU, and I just think being a black person in general, like, Brandy is that thing. Like, of course, it was E&J first, and then...
And definitely was drinking E&J not knowing what the fuck I was drinking. I thought it was whiskey.
Well,
When
a lot
I
of people
first
think-
tried it, I was in high school.
People think brandy is. They think that cognac is whiskey.
All they
think
see is
brandy
that it's
whiskey.
aged.
And it's brown. Brown off top. That's
they're
it.
interchanging whiskey and fucking cognac, thinking
Yep.
that they're staying within their wheelhouse, and you're really. That's why you're still hungover after that. Just in case you were trying to figure that part out. Pick one or the other.
Oh my god, there's such a good post on you're in the Thirsty group, yeah? On Facebook?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure you are.
I think so.
But there's a really good post in there that's talking about what's the biggest myth that you've learned. We should talk about that next time.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to look. That's a
one.
lot of stuff on there. I was
I also have a lot of really good magazines that I'm about to start picking what I find interesting from.
Oh yes,
I got Wine Spectator, Wine Enthusiast, Food and Wine, Imbibe.
I'm watching anime. I'll be trying to keep up. Like per week, I'm like, all right, let me look through my shit.
I'm trying to make it a point to just keep abreast.
I'm making a better point because I gotta keep y'all up.
We gotta make an effort. Yeah, we gotta make sure we know what the fuck we talking about.
What's up next?
So next one, you would it or not, for me, is my issue with. Let me preface this. I don't have an issue with supporting black businesses. Actually, quite the contrary. I have been intentionally on the hunt for black-owned businesses and services that I already utilize that I would either pay someone Asian or pay someone white or just whatever. I've been looking for black people, I'm not going to say people of color, black people specifically offering these things. So far I've found all black women, but either way, I have now, after the third service I've tried, walked away, pissed the fuck off on the quality of the service provided, the final result, on the level of professionalism or lack thereof during and after the fact, of the price that I was charged for the lack of quality and or professionalism during and after the fact. Just the whole thing. And after trying now, because I've tried the nail tech. I've tried, now with the Yoni steaming, I tried.
Which one?
And foot detox.
We'll talk about it later.
We're going to talk about it. I'm not going to say the name of the place, but I will say where they're located. And it was just horrific. So I did my research, looking into Yoni steaming, There's a lot of people right now, especially when looking for sources in this area, a lot of people are offering Yoni steam kits for you to do at home. More so than there is an option within the DC metropolitan area for you to go to a spa that offers it. That's not really a thing here yet. No. It's more of a Cali thing now. Of course, in New York, I'm sure they've caught up.
I'd rather do it at my home, though.
Now I know I'd rather do it at my home. I also don't mind going to a spa where they really create the experience for you, though.
I just don't want to pay per week because I feel like it's something
to do that. It's something you should do regularly.
Yeah.
And so, yes, I agree with that. Now, but I want to try it, and I want it to be executed by someone who's done this, who's provided this, who's experienced this, can give me more information about it or whatever. And then take that information at home, utilize it at home. Right. Now, me and mother have already resulted. We're just going to have to just do this the fuck at home. Yeah. My granddad's going to have to build me a Yoni steam bench, and we're just going to do it
on a toilet or on the floor.
But how am I going to steam from my toilet?
So what you do is, you have to have another toilet cup.
Yeah,
fits over your toilet.
Okay.
Sit in there. You sit on top of it. Put a towel on. Put your herbs and everything. And you sit and wait. But there are also companies that you can. It's also it looks like a toilet. You can put it on the floor. Put your steam. Put your herbs and everything.
Yeah.
Sit on the floor, and you can probably also do the yoga.
Like a downward dog type situation.
Over top of it.
That's another way. Huh.
So I'll send you that out.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the information I need. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm looking into spas that offer this or whatever. Not a spa in DC that does this, but in Laurel, Maryland.
I'm sorry.
It's like when your meat is hard. The second you say Laurel, Maryland, it's
shout out to people in Laurel.
So. Okay, it's a drive, but it's okay. My mother's birthday, fine. So I'm thinking, I'll curate this experience for us. There's this black-owned business out there that offers Yoni steaming and foot detoxes, and they did some other stuff like wraps and stuff like that. I'm not getting all that. But, okay. So I booked us for the foot detox and the Yoni steam.
Okay.
Now, it's the day of. I learned that day, because I got my P-Dot that day. I refer to my menstrual as P-Dot.
Mine started today.
Yeah, so mine started on the 1st of July. And that was when I took her. And so I learned you actually cannot and should not steam on your P-Dot. Because when you steam any area, it's drawing blood to that space. You can actually overbleed. So, yeah. That's a tidbit for people. Don't steam on your P-Dot. You'll overbleed. So, learned that I couldn't even do my goddamn steam that day. Probably for the best, though, after the experience. So, they take us. So, we walk into the place. I knew it was new, and so I walked in already just prepared to fix my face because I could tell that the space was new. And so
it was in a shopping center?
Yeah. Their version of a shopping center, because the neighborhood is given very Old Town. So it was like in this series of businesses.
Okay.
It was one of the businesses among this block.
Okay, that's not... Okay.
So it's not like I had to drive into a cul-de-sac type thing, but it was on the street and it was multiple businesses up behind this building.
Okay.
So I walk in, it's this super bright, aggressive pink and black decor, which for a spa environment is not the most ideal aesthetically.
No.
And for creating a mood to like relax you.
Absolutely not.
It was very much like, it could have been like a gym.
Like
or even like
queen, like coming, you know.
It just wasn't giving spa treatments.
But like honestly, while you're listening to this, in your head, count how many places have pink and black decors. Okay, next.
Yeah, it's particularly spas and places where the environment is meant to relax you. And that's
particularly
popular.
Black women.
Pink and black.
What the fuck is that?
I don't get it. I don't know where Industrial Psychology 101 somebody found that pink and black attracts black people. No. It's not a thing. So let's cut that. Let's normalize not choosing pink and black.
Stop. Get out of it.
And let's normalize not going with your personal favorite colors for how you decorate your business. Because that's not smart. Because your favorite colors might actually be offensive to the senses.
Yes.
When somebody's coming in for something specific. Yeah. So let's normalize that. Mm-hmm. The water's softened that out nicely, actually.
Okay, just say.
Way more chocolate and like it brought out caramel.
A little bit of apricot for me. Caramel for sure.
Yeah, apricot and caramel. So you walk in, it's already this aggressive pink and black. Mm-hmm. Okay, we let that go. And then there's this young girl at the receptionist desk. Not a problem. They playing the same goddamn Summer Walker album on repeat throughout the entire experience.
This what?
Summer Walker playing.
This sounds like purgatory. Purgatory.
This is a great project, but not for the third time. After the third time, I'm like,
which one? With which one?
With playing games on it and come through and all that. I forgot the name of it.
So no one's paying attention.
No one's paying attention. So the receptionist takes our information, checks us in, all that type of stuff. We're sitting there for like 30 minutes.
Did you actually change the music?
Waiting. No, we're gonna leave it alone. Because when we first got there, it hadn't been the third time. It was still the first time. So, receptionist tries to check us in. She's confused about some things or whatever. She's super young. You could tell she has zero knowledge about the place she's working in. Already a pet peeve for me. Because I'm just very adamant about, you're the first person I see. If I have questions about anything, you should be able to answer them right off the bat. I don't need you to go do no research. I don't need you to go ask the boss. You're the first person I'm seeing. If the boss is choosing you to be,
Was their first day, first week?
No, bitch. What? All of that will get answered throughout,
okay,
girl.
Sorry.
You gonna find out the way we found out.
Okay.
So we're like, okay. So boss comes out, owner. We learn through their interaction that receptionist is actually boss's daughter. Okay. So that's why she doesn't feel obligated to actually know anything. One, mom's not requiring it. And two, she's not actually invested in this business in general. Because if she was, she would just care to know.
But it's health. It's health.
And my thing is, you've never received any of these services. You got to be old enough now to receive some of these, at least know what's happening. So you could explain from experience, if not from research. Or if not from your mother who owns this business, just simply teaching you. Okay. These are things going through my mind, but I'm being quiet. And I don't want to give my energy to my mother. She's just talking and, you know, whatever. We're just sitting there chilling, just waiting, hydrating, whatever. Because we were definitely hungover from the party the night before. So, it takes about 30 minutes before we even take him back there. Not because we're busy. Fuck, not busy. And she didn't want to tell us what was in the herbs. Like, when my mother was picking her herb mixture for her steam. Because they were just naming it like Boy Bye and other names. But we didn't know what herbs were in it. So I was like, well, she can't make an educated decision on what's going to be steamed into her crotch without knowing what herbs are in these. Of course, daughter didn't know shit about what was in shit. So we're like, okay, well, can you bring us who does know? Mother comes out. Yeah, so we got the Boy Bye and the whatever and the whatever. Yeah, so we're trying to know what's in them so we can pick. And she didn't know how to tell us what was in them.
So where are you buying these from?
Like, I'm waiting for the whole spiel. Yes, this is organic chamomile.
Yeah.
And whatever root.
Yes.
And whatever peel.
Yes.
And I'm waiting for all that. No! Sis is acting secretive with the fucking... Ooh, plug it back in, bitch. Plug it back in. Sis is acting secretive with the fucking... I don't need to know your ratios or anything like that. Just tell me what you're using. Because what if I'm allergic to some shit? Like, you have to educate your people. And this is the steam going in my crotch.
I'm looking up a good example of what it should have been.
So she's like, oh yeah, I just don't share my recipes. And we're like, okay, but we just need to know the herbs in them. I don't need to know how you mix this up. I need to know the herbs. So she finally reluctantly tells us the herbs. So we're like, okay, we pick one. So they take us back into this room. And everything is just still giving very, like, industrialized. It's giving very, like... And I am rationalizing this as, like, she must have just opened. Because she didn't really have any, like, many reviews and stuff yet. She had, like, a couple. So I was like, she must have just opened, for starters. And must not have gotten the whole decor or whatever together yet. It's been a pandemic. Obviously, this wasn't a great time to start a business, so let me just be understanding, because I know I can be super, super critical. Mm-hmm. So I'm talking myself off the ledge, rationalizing all of the just wooden everything, and all this pink and black, and just giving very industrialized, which is not an ideal environment for me for a spa service. So... But they did have the mood lighting or whatever. Okay, I'll give you that.
Okay.
So they had these wooden, like, stools with the hole in the middle, with the flap that opens in the front, where they put this hot plate where they create the steam situation. So, what wasn't working was the fact that they kept the water over this hot plate for the entirety of the situation, which doesn't do anything but continue to make this water hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter. And after the first 5 minutes, it was way too hot for my mom to sit on.
Of course.
So my mom was like, no, this is singeing my crotch. I can't sit here like this. Like, how do we fix this, essentially? The girl, poor child, bless her heart. So the girl didn't know how to remedy my mother's issue, because all she knows is, I'm supposed to keep a hot plate on the lowest setting, and I know the first 5 minutes is usually intense, but it's supposed to get better after that.
You have to turn
but you're
off
supposed
the flame.
to just sit on it. She kept trying to convince my mother that she's supposed to just sit there and take the fucking singe
No, the water
on
just
her
needs
insides.
to boil. That's it. The water just needs to boil.
Let me try to make this story quick, because I could really go on all day with this shit. So she tried. So, long story short, my mother had to keep saying until the fucking owner finally came in the room. My mother had to keep saying, this is singeing me, it's singeing me, it's singeing me. I'm not sitting on it like this. You need to figure out a way to make this work, because it's not working like this. We need to turn it off. Leaving it sitting on is not going to work. So then the mother comes in and almost regurgitates the same thing that the daughter says. I was like, your daughter's dumb because you're dumb. Okay. So, saying the same shit, saying if we leave it off, then it'll cool down fast and all this stuff. I'm like, and it won't last a full 30 minutes, which is what we charge you for. So she's just worried about making sure it stays hot enough to last 30 minutes because that's what she's charging us
That
for.
comes with research. So then you know what time to come back in, turn the heat back on, and then you know to turn it back off. Are you actually trying to understand what keeps it for 30 minutes without making your guest uncomfortable?
Thank you. So that's what I was waiting for. There was none of that. So the way they had it set up, they really wanted to just be able to put this fucking steam under the trap, close it, put a blanket over you, walk out, and don't come back until 30 minutes later and your treatment is done. That's not how the fuck that works.
No.
So, needless to say, we turned that shit off and the steam did its thing in the trap. And it was just ridiculous. It was just way too much stress around it. So, fast forward to including the foot detox part of it.
Okay.
So they bring in the tub or whatever and the little ionizer thing. I'm used to that. I've done more than one foot detox. So, but then what was new to me was this thing that goes on your wrist, which is like some currents are going through here while there's currents happening in the water, and it's supposed to all work together. Okay. So we get towards the end of the foot detox, and I pull my feet out of the water. And as I pull my feet out of the water and looking at my feet, my mom's noticing her hands. We're swollen. I have gotten 3 foot detoxes prior to this one from a spot that I went to faithfully because it was right around the corner from where I live in Southeast. And love that lady. So I'm like, my mom was like, my hands are swollen. She pulls her feet out. Oh my God, my feet are swollen. So I look at my feet. I'm like, oh shit. And I have very narrow, like very skinny feet.
Yeah.
And so my feet were like, I could fit a motherfucking wide built shoe easy that day. And my slides were fitting tight. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I hit the little button to call a little girl in there because we knew her mother wasn't going to show up. And so I was like, our feet are swollen. My mom's hands are swollen. Have y'all experienced that before? Is that supposed to be normal? Because I've had foot detox before and that never has happened.
I would think it would be the opposite, complete opposite.
She had 0 answer for us. So
How
she goes to
new
her
are
mom. She was not professionally equipped to provide us with anything. Why we were pawned off on the daughter, I would never understand. If you own this business and your name is on it, Elevation Station, I'm gonna go ahead and say your fucking name because you're trash. Never even acknowledged my review either. Saw as a hip to you, sis. But Elevation Station in Laurel. So the owner never sought to us on our treatments at all. She pawned this whole thing off on her absent-minded daughter who didn't know anything about the service, about the product, about what was being used, about the method, about this currents you're sending through our body. She wasn't careful with that. Like, she doesn't understand why we're swollen. They tried to tell us it was because the water was hot. Meanwhile, when have you ever had a pedicure your feet came out swollen?
Never, y'all. My feet only get swollen when I'm on an airplane or salt.
When something is happening with the circulation of blood flow in your body. That is when you swell. And so, sis was dismissive as fuck about the fact that we were really concerned about the fact that after having previous foot detoxes, this is the first time we were actually swollen. She's like, oh, is this, you don't usually swell in hot water? No, never in my life. No, haven't. Can't say that I have.
You mean, do I hop out of the shower swollen?
No! Literally.
Have
She's
I
like,
taken a bath and swelled up?
She said, this has never happened before. Okay, so what you about to do about it now, though? Because it happened.
So if it never happened before, then why are you asking me if it usually happens?
Anything to not take responsibility. Anything to not take responsibility. So I was already checked out at that point. I was like, this one's going to go down. I already know it is, but it's the fact that, bitch, you don't even know what's happening. You can't even assess and address the fact
that your daughter actually provided us with it wrong. And we should not have, we had to do our own research to find out we should not have swollen up. And that your daughter just did it wrong. And you're more okay with just ignoring it and brushing it off or whatever. And saying, oh yeah, this has never happened before. Literally, I've heard that way more times than I care to even talk about in 2020 to 2021. From people saying, oh, this is new. It's never happened before. Well, I don't know what to say.
The lies.
The fucking lies, for starters. And secondly, you still have to give a fuck. And you can't be so aloof and a deer in headlights that you don't do anything about it. You're providing a service. People are paying you money. That bitch wasn't cheap. They paid $150 for that bullshit.
Each?
No, total. But still even so, I felt like I wasted every red cent that I spent.
Did. Absolutely.
I wasted it. And I need to tell you this ghetto shit. In the middle of the treatments, they offer us mimosas, right? We thinking they free. No, bitch, they charging us $5 a piece for these mimosas served in plastic cups. I
go to a nail salon and this is free. I go to a place called Mimosa and that shit is fucking free.
I only went ahead and paid for it because I'm like, I'm gonna still get my mother experience. Okay. I will pay for your little fucking $5 mimosa. They try to charge my fucking $50 for unlimited. And they were serving fucking Andre. I don't know if it was Andre. It could have been Corbel. It just was not quality champagne. For you to be charging me, it should have been some quality shit. No. Shit was trash. Come to find out, she had been in that spot since September.
Of last year? Oh. I mean, some people gotta come up in the motherfucking COVID. Don't get me wrong. All right.
She had been in that space since September. She said over the pandemic, she had been doing Yoni steams parties for people in their house. And it just took so well that she was able to open a spot in Laurel where I'm sure she got the rent cheap because they were trying to get businesses in there because developers are struggling during the pandemic too. So after doing our research, by the time we got back, I got to the house, vomited. Why was I nauseous and vomiting? Because she did our detox wrong. It was a shit show. I won't even bother to go into any more depth in it because my review was very thorough. If you care to look up Elevation Station in Laurel, Maryland, you will see my Google review and it completely details my entire experience and what happened. And yeah. So, it was horrible. Needless to say, that was the ceiling for me on supporting a black business and just either keeping my experience under wraps just because it's a black business or even deciding to go back just because it's a black business and giving her the pass. Like, maybe it'll be better next time. No. Not with it. Done with it. Completely done. I considered giving that nail girl a try. I'm not going to say her name because maybe she's gotten better since then, but no. Got my nails done by this girl who was offering nail tech services like to your home and da-da-da. Okay. Her pictures look decent enough. It was just that initial photo she was taking with all the oils and cuticle moisturizers and things on it makes it look way better in a photo than the aftermath after it's all said and done and she's left and you've washed your hands for the first time. And that itself is a whole nother product than what it looks like when it's oiled up and it's got a light on it. So after that and after this, and just even with like certain restaurants that are black owned that are just not hitting the mark for me, I'm just done.
Here's what to do. This is what we are lacking in what is happening in the black community with owning businesses. And to preface this, before I even go into this, yes, it definitely stems into not having the education of how it is to run a quality business. But that also depends on you wanting to do the research and not just thinking that you're going to already make bank because you're black owned. Yep. So one thing is, I already said it, do your motherfucking research. What businesses like yours are already doing great at this, and why are they doing great? What do you do that's also that great, and how does it make it unique for you? 2, know what you're selling. What is in it? What's going on? Where did it come from? What is the origin? How did it even happen? Like, what is the history behind how you're selling? Not just you started doing this and you thought it was great. I found some shit online. I order it. It happens. No, you need to know what is going into your motherfucking product. 3, marketing correct shit. It has to be for real. You better market the fucking truth, my nigga. Like, why are we out here? I said my nigga twice, whatever, 3 times. Why are we out here marketing false advertisements? Like, I don't really understand what the fucking shit is about falsely advertising what you're actually doing. 3, I am no longer, D is no longer keeping our mouth shut about our experiences with these black companies.
No.
That's just to help y'all out. No. So that people can keep getting bad experiences? No. 4th, don't give me some attitude because I told you what the fuck is going on with your fucking business. I know quality. D knows quality. We know quality shit, period. So, like, for you to act like, oh, I'm just not trying to support, and because I've gotten this answer, you're not trying to support, you're just trying to put a black woman down, black man down,
that was the rhetoric that was like playing in the back of my mind before I wrote my review. But then I was like, nah.
If you're not
she
trying
didn't
to
make
learn,
it a point to even care about my experience.
If you're not trying to learn from my review, that's what reviews are for. Am I a Yelper? Absolutely not. Am I a Google person? Absolutely not. I don't write reviews unless they are necessary. And necessary reviews, in my take, means that you need to fucking learn from this. Period. And I understand for me also, like when I own a bar, I'm probably not going to be on my reviews all the time because there are definitely people that just write reviews because
there are miserable people who just want to
don't get me wrong about that.
But I'm not that girl.
No.
I was literally looking for a place that I could regularly patronize. If you're not trying to actually
learn from what people have experienced at your place, why are you doing it? What is the point? You are still giving a service. Customer service is hospitality. If you're not trying to be the best hospitable person and understand your clientele, why the fuck are you doing this?
Don't get in the business.
Why are you doing it?
Don't get in the fucking
business. And that's on everything. That's on, like she said, food, retailing. I know a fucking black-owned pot maker place that has been fucking the fuck up. Got people shit on back order for 4 or 5 months out of the pandemic. And I'm gonna say out of the pandemic because come on now, y'all, we're in America. That shit's fucking, we're out of that shit. But like, it's like they're making excuses. They're cursing people out. They're not answering any phone calls. They're not answering any emails. Black owned, like, what are we doing? And don't get me wrong, I understand last year definitely gave a push, right? Where it was like, you can't keep up with the orders. It's okay to be transparent about that. It's okay to be transparent about this is a lot more than we expected. You know, we're really trying to get a handle on it.
Everybody's going through the same pandemic.
It's okay. So. And I mean, like, yes, you know, instead of giving a refund, maybe you're giving an extra pot. Maybe you're giving a comeback and say, and we've tried together a black-owned yacht business. Like,
that was the other one. Okay. I knew it was 3. Okay. That was the other one. I couldn't remember. I tried to block that one out of my mind. Never would pay them money again.
Ever. Bruh. When I'm telling you, like, because they said to my personal face that this is why they rather not deal with black guests. Because we're too difficult. And they have too much to say when shit goes wrong. Y'all pushed our shit back 2-3 hours. We were supposed to be on the boat for the sunset. We got on the boat dark. At sunset. The white people are always okay with this stuff. They usually just go with the flow. What do you say? You don't want, and this is a black-owned company talking about they don't want to deal with black guests because we're too difficult. It's the internalization of stereotypes for me. Like, fuck all that bullshit, bruh. Period. I'm giving you quality. I expect quality.
I'm giving quality. And I expect quality. I don't feel like it's asking too much.
It's not. And like, and then, really you know, you're going to have, and there's probably going to be some black people on here that listen to us thinking that, oh, just, you know, we should say that, you know, they get their money, get their coin, let them get their coin. Nah, quality coin is quality coin, period. If it's shitty coin, I'm going to tell you if it's shitty coin, period. Like, no, bruh, I'm sorry. I like quality shit. And I don't care if you're black, white, brown, yellow, pink. I don't give a fuck. Like, if you're not giving me quality, I'm saying something.
I'm saying something.
Fuck
all that.
And I'm definitely making word of mouth that don't go there.
That's me. I'm a motherfucking make a recommendation type of bitch. I'm either going to recommend you go or that you don't go.
Period.
And I'm going to make it very clear in my convictions as to why.
Period.
Or why not. And you are going to feel my wrath. And you got me fucked up. especially if I address it to whoever it's relevant to in that business.
Yeah.
And they brush me off.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm saying it with a motherfucking blowhorn.
Okay.
Because you clearly didn't hear me.
And I'm about supporting. But we cannot just use clout as the definition of why I should be supporting. Yeah. You can't just use because I'm black. And you know what? You know what's perpetuating this? You know what? Instagram just came out with this too. I don't know if y'all saw the update for your Instagram, but if you have a black-owned business, you can now put black-owned.
Now you can put black-owned as a special
They're just
indicator.
making more money off of us.
Yeah.
That's it. Like,
literally.
And if that's the case, then let's be the top quality that we can be.
I don't understand why not, when given the opportunity, put your best foot forward. I feel like that's very simple.
I don't understand that. Why are we cutting so many corners? Why do we
the
have
internet
to cut
is making
corners?
it easy to, though. The internet is making it easy to. That's also Instagram. I blame you because it's making it easy to.
I definitely blame Instagram.
Little fucking Instagram shops
and all
shit
the
where
other
you barely
businesses
have
that are giving free things because you're black. Like, which is fine. Keep giving us free shit because we're black. Please do.
Yeah, that's just reparations, but it's the fact that you can literally put the most subpar product or service up on Instagram and people will patronize it just in passing because that's just the way the mind works.
Learn your shit.
And then not get quality product.
Be an expert. If you're going to do it, be an expert. Side hustles, I understand.
Give a shit.
But fucking be an expert in what it is or hire an expert that knows what the fuck you're doing so that you can actually, grow or die. Like, what do you want to do? Like, I don't think that a business like that can actually grow. Now, business that doesn't know what I'm steaming my motherfucking pussy with, I don't understand how that could grow.
It's not.
And before we go into our next sip, I do want to give an understanding of what should happen here. This is called Goddess Detox online. They give you...
Yeah, I saw that in my research, yeah.
They give you your seat. They give you everything like that. Let me go ahead and go and find the steam. This one says herbs.
I kind of want to have a Yoni steam party.
For real. Where was it?
Everyone just buys their kits.
It has, I've seen the herbs on it. I'm not going to look for it up for now. I'm not going to look it up right now because it definitely has what is in it. And I've ingredients. Boom. Listed.
Listing because people want to know what the fuck is going in their vagina.
Listed. Listed.
Ross said, why did you even let him do
got
the
your
service?
bark, it got your rhizome, it got your snizum, honey locust, whatever, Sichuan pepper, root, pulsta, sarsaparilla.
Sichuan pepper. This is stuff to know.
Boom.
Bitch.
What to expect during your steam.
These are the things. So
precautions during your steam.
They didn't tell us what to expect. They didn't tell us when I was previously getting detox at New Life Wellness. That's the place on 8th Street in Southeast. It's in Capitol Hill. Great spot. They're good for colonics and all that stuff. But when I got my foot detoxes there, they give you a chart with the different colors to let you know with the different colors that you see come into the water, from your detox, what they mean, what's being detoxed, like, whether it's coming from your liver or from your gallbladder or whether it's, meat product or alcohol. Like, it gives you that chart to let you know. We asked in the beginning of the treatment. Poor little ding dong didn't have any answers for us then. It said she would show us the chart after. Okay, great. So as we're checking out and stuff, I'm still waiting to see the chart. Nothing, didn't even offer it to us. So I asked about it. And the bitch don't even have a tangible chart to show us. She's just saying, oh yeah, yours was what, brown, right? Yeah, that's detoxing the liver.
Goddess Detox is the only one that I would say I recommend. I haven't tried it yet.
I'm gonna try it
but
out.
They have had the most information so far that I've seen.
Yeah.
And they also have
now
videos
I know I'm doing
of how
it
to
at home
do
now,
it
so.
and all the extra shit. So
I will try Goddess Detox and I'll report back.
let's go ahead and move on to our
Yeah, so let's get into what we eat. What we eating, honey?
What are we eating?
Child, and what we tasting next.
What we up to next? Child.
So this is the it's something serious.
Woo,
so this is the Domaine du Tetre Calvados out of France. And so Calvados as a category is so instead of grape base, it is pear or apple base.
Yes.
In this case, we're dealing with an apple based brandy. So they've got 30 different varieties of apples. variants of apples
Variants.
in the spirit, and
If you're
it's
watching
been aged
Loki.
for 16 years in French oak.
Ooh, God.
And
that
this
oak
is coming out of France.
Woo! Oak is on top for sure.
Hell yeah. That's the first thing you get. So it's almost like acetone and wood
Yeah.
on the nose. And then I already know I'm gonna need some droplets.
I'm gonna go ahead and put some in mine too.
I actually
It's also giving
was
a
the
little
one that
chocolate-covered
approved
cherry.
this barrel pick while I was in Georgia.
Yes. Nice.
And
I'm
it
getting a lot of
tastes great.
cherries
It
too.
smells like interesting. You thinking about what?
Cherries.
Yeah.
Might be
Yeah.
because of that
Red
wood.
cherry. Tart. They're all red. What I meant to say was dark cherry.
Ooh, a little bit of caramel.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, a little bit of caramel apple.
It is like candy apple.
Caramel red apples too.
No, this is so good on the palate for me.
Woo!
A lot of heat.
It's got a little
Right up front.
acidity.
Yeah, it does. And so, just as a random note on acidity when you're tasting things, these words are usually only utilized when you're doing wine, but acidity and tannins very much apply with specifically with aged spirits.
Yeah.
Or spirits that have spent any type of time in wood. Acidity is that sensation where it makes your mouth water.
Yep.
Whereas tannic is that sensation where it actually makes your mouth dry and you kind of want to reach for some water.
Yep.
So when you hear somebody refer to something as tannic or tasting tannins or whatever, that's what they're referring to. And then same thing with acidic. It's usually meaning that it's making your mouth water a bit.
Yeah.
And that's what we're getting from this. It almost tastes like Band-Aids. Like those classic brown.
I was literally going to say that.
Yeah.
Giving me glue
This
a
is
little
actually
bit.
something funny enough that AJ would like a lot.
Oh.
She likes that taste of wine.
Things. Oh, she does.
She likes that Band-Aid taste.
I am not into it. I'm not. I don't want to chew on.
But it's like,
eat on plastic.
I added water to this when I first was tasting this, and it was a ton of apple that came through.
That's dry. We also had to drop the cork in that one, so now it's gonna be cork aged. Brandy.
It's that bullshit.
So where we eating?
So bitch, okay. So in terms of where we eating now, both of us have traveled. So she went out of the not even out of the country. Technically, I'm gonna call it out of the country still.
It's out
But
the
she went to
mainland.
Puerto Rico, so
Yeah.
still out of the country, but U.S. territory. And then right after she went out of the country, Puerto Rico, I went to St. Martin.
Yes.
So in between that time while you were in Puerto Rico, I had went to the Zena Hotel, which is actually a spot that I was interviewing for to do some bar consulting and stuff before they even started breaking ground. This is where if you are familiar with DC at all, the Donovan Hotel on 14th Street, right before the Circle. That's where that hotel once was. They have a rooftop pool and all that stuff there.
They have a beautiful mural right now.
Yeah, yes. So what was previously Donovan Hotel is now Zena Hotel, and so everything inside there has changed. And so their bottom bar situation is called Fig Leaf, which was underwhelming.
Oh.
It was underwhelming. We had our reservations were at Hetty's, which is upstairs on the rooftop. So we got there on time and all that, where the pool is.
Nice.
We got there on time and everything, but because it had rained right before we got there, there was a lot of scrambling that had to happen upstairs on the rooftop, and so the seating arrangements and all that had to change because they had to bring certain stuff inside and all that extra shit. So we wound up waiting and starting with cocktails at Fig Leaf. The bartenders were a bit on the racist side. None of them were black. One was Asian, or he could be Pacific Islander or whatever. I didn't speak to him in order to know. But both the bartenders, for as long as they could get away with it, pretty much ignored that we had just sat down. So that's how it started.
I'm not even giving that to race anymore. I'm giving that to bad ass.
Just assholes.
It's just bad shit happening after this pandemic. I am not getting good service, period. I'm not.
But the thing is, all the white couples we watched got service right away.
Okay, so then back to racism.
Which is why I don't call it racism unless I'm able to pull another variable into that.
Yeah.
Like, if you're treating everybody bad and the service is just trash, then I'll just say the service is trash.
Yeah.
But I'm calling it racist just because the smile and the show and all that goes on, and you're all of a sudden happy to do your job when it comes to your white patrons. But then when you see these 3 black people sitting here in their beautiful regalia, I'm in my Louis boots, bitch. You got me fucked up. You know, my mother walking in her Christmas Dior's, honey.
Okay, because
so it's not like we looking like we don't leave a tip. That's not what we're ever giving. It's never what it's giving.
You want to catch a brand on
So we don't look broken and capable of being in this place. Like, I don't get it. So, because it wasn't cheap either. So,
and even if I did, fuck you.
Even if I did, fuck you. Because what it costs is what it costs. And we get the bill. And we pay what's at least required to pay. And even so...
I take my niggas to it. I'll talk about it later.
Girl. So, racist bartenders, whoop-de-whoop. Essentially, one of the hostesses wound up helping us in ordering for us and all that. So, the cocktails are okay. The truffle fries were great. The food
You
was
needed
great.
a waitress to help you order from the bar that you were sitting at?
We were sitting at a bar table within proximity of the bar. So they saw us sit down, and they were, as bartenders, giving table service. They just hadn't come to our table.
Okay.
So that was the issue. It wasn't like they were tethered to the bar. They weren't in the weeds. They were busy, yeah, but they weren't in the weeds. They were popping in these other tables. They hadn't even bothered to stop by, say hello, sit water down. It was like the basics of hospitality 101.
Okay.
I have worked a many of bars and tables by myself. You get the system down. You say hello. You drop the water. You drop the menus if they're already dropped by the hostess. You let them know you'll be back as soon as you can. Let them know there's anything I can get for you in the meantime. And you go and do what the fuck you gotta do, whatever it is you're busy doing. None of that happened.
Okay.
And that's how you secure your tip from the beginning.
Period.
Just let me know you see me.
Acknowledgement.
Sis. And they were both dudes. But sis, just let me know you see me.
Mm.
So no. They wanted to make it a point to not see us. Cool.
Okay.
We ordered drinks. We got a little truffle fries or whatever. Cool. Did not leave them a tip and didn't feel the slightest bit bad about it. And they didn't automatically add gratuity, which was great because I was going to argue it down anyway. Mm-hmm. So, fast forward, we go upstairs to Hetty's or whatever. It's very different now. So, you know when you went up to Donovan and you just kind of go straight to the pool area.
Yeah.
And there's a bar on the left-hand side of that.
Yeah.
And then there's usually like a satellite bar or something like that in the corner on the opposite end if it calls for that.
Yeah.
So, that's completely changed. They let us into this like open inside space, but the decor really wasn't much decor. Like there's tables, there's couches, and our seating accommodation was decent enough. But it was like the ambiance wasn't great. Mm-hmm. Like outside it was nice. They had this like mood lighting. It was like this purple lighting and stuff. And it was really cool, but everything was really damp outside, so they weren't allowing people to sit outside. So we're in this kind of like what now feels cramped inside space. And you're hearing everybody's conversation.
Before you get to the pool?
Before you get to the pool, there's this immediate left you make, which would originally be closed off doors.
Right.
Now it's this open kind of space.
Oh, wow.
And so there's no like visible bar there because the bar's still outside.
Yeah.
And there's just this like tables and couch seating. It was okay, but we wanted to be on the rooftop, which is why we reserved the rooftop.
Right.
So it was all right. The food was great. The service on the rooftop was great. Mm-hmm. The girl that we got, fantastic. Attitude was great. She was nice, whatever. Cocktails were still meh. But the wine selection was good.
Love a good wine selection.
Wine selection was good. But yeah, it was an interesting experience. Downstairs, I would never go to again. Fig Leaf, I'm done. But Andy's was okay. I will go back to actually be outside on the rooftop and experience that part. Mm-hmm. Because inside it was just a little, no pun intended, dampened by the rain. So.
Okay.
But it was an experience. Okay. So, our next Where We Eating. So where have you been recently?
So while she was gone, I was able to go to a place called OKPB. It was a cocktail bar by David Strauss, which is a really dope dude. If you've been in DC area before, he started the Shepherd. He also created the Morris. He's also a student of Sasha Petrosky. If you know who Sasha Petrosky is, he's pretty much the creator of Attaboy and the Madrison list. If you ever did the cocktail Madrison list. So pretty much classic cocktails, modern classic cocktails down to the pound. This is a really dope speakeasy in DC right now, and they're just a cool ass team. I mean, some of the coolest white men I know, and it made me feel like I wasn't in DC. And those are my favorite places in DC. Is that there are so many places. There are a lot of places that make you feel like you're not even in the city anymore, and I like that actually, because it just makes our city have so much variety. So I mean, this place probably sits 30 people, and it was the happiest I've ever seen them look since the pandemic. You can do dealer's choices there. They handwrite their menus every day.
I love that.
And granted, I really wanted to be a little bit more wild. They do know me from a classic cocktail standpoint, so I thought they were going to try to, get me with a cocktail that I had never had before, but they didn't, which is okay. I also am not a big fan of big ass lime wedges on my glasses.
I hate that.
They did a lot of that, but it might be just like the style of things that they do. The ambiance was great. I felt amazing. I was happy because they were happy. They were giving me the hospitality was spot on. There is no reservation. It's just a wait list. So you get there, there's a seat open, you can have it. If it's not, you're on a wait list. Unless you go with me, then we could probably get in. But
this subtle flex was brought to you
I would
by...
say for sure OKPB. It doesn't say it outside. You definitely need to know what door you're looking at and where you're going. And it is a joy for them, and you can feel it through everything that they do. So definitely a dope ass spot. What are we sipping on last? Cause she's definitely drinking it. You see it.
Sorry, yeah, I got the sipping already. I had tried this one before yet. So this one is the Jepsons Signature Reserve Brandy. It's an alembic brandy, whatever the fuck that means. Essentially, it just means it went through a goddamn still.
Alembic still. It's a type of
still that it went through.
Almost.
So
we gotta
this
know
is
this
coming
shit, so.
out of California.
We have an exam soon. She don't know what alembic is yet. So.
Come now. So
we got a lot of work to do. Oh my god. Cause I don't know it either. We have so much to do. One ear.
Niggas say record a podcast and we got studying to do like a motherfucker. Whoo, child.
It's alright. We got one more week.
We are going to pass. I'm not even going to.
We're gonna pass.
We're going to pass.
Period. The fuck.
Period. So,
and I cannot wait for this to come out and we've passed because. Period.
So this is a brandy coming out of California. It's delicious. So this is between 20 and 25 years old. I think it might be a bit of a blend. So the distillery that it comes from, is Jackson Keys. And so they take a portion of the grapes that they distill for their wine and actually preserve it to make brandy with.
Okay, because it definitely smelled. I was definitely giving white wine for me.
Yeah. They preserve the grapes and keep a small portion to actually make
so
like
much
these
wine.
specialty like brandies with. So this is not the same distillery that we had that 25-year-old one from, but there's another brandy that we sell, a seal box, that's from Jepson too. Nice. Definitely needs water. I feel like if you're tasting something that's like 10 years plus, just add some water.
Yeah.
Because more than likely you're gonna need it in order to really
It's giving
pour anything.
a sparkling wine feel, almost a champagne feel on the nose, with like floral kind of minerality happening. Apples, very bright green, maybe yellow apples.
You get some of that apple on the palate too.
Oh.
It's giving apple like flesh too, not even just the skin.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually really tasty.
I'm not mad at it. Ooh.
I want to say it
A
has
brandy cocktail to make. I kind of want to make a brandy cocktail when I get
I
home.
want to say this has like a fucking salinity on it. Like
A little bit.
it's giving me like a mouthfeel that this
A
could
little
be.
minerality tip. So it's another good little tidbit as we like wrap it up. Like when we say things like salinity or minerality or something like that, it's usually something that has to do with bringing us a salty-esque kind of taste. It doesn't necessarily mean there's salt in it, but it makes you salivate.
What? Salivate. Salivate. There we go.
Yes, it makes you do that. And it may give you some different feelings, like I like what Rob used, a sea spray,
yes,
or like a brininess,
yes,
or maybe wet rock. It could be that minerality, like something like that is usually what we're pulling from when we say those type of things. So that is, feel free to use those terms when you're tasting those type of things.
Mm-hmm.
But this lineup was fucking delicious.
It was such a good day.
All of them were so different.
So once again, we want to thank you all for tuning in to another episode of Soul Palate.
Soul Palate.
Here to talk about our palates, here to talk about the world, here to
Yeah.
talk about what the fuck irks us. So
To the soul. Here to talk about our whole soul, child.
and we will have more for you next week. And you know what? We're gonna try to put something that we are with on your with it or not.
Yes, actually, we need to start bringing in some shit that we're actually with. So that's
Because
the mission
usually
for
we
next
ain't
episode.
with it.
It's usually or not, so we're gonna actually find some shit that we are with.
Yes.
For the next episode, please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Listen to us on all the different platforms. Definitely tap in on the YouTube tip.
Absolutely.
Definitely give reviews, give feedback, ask questions, and just interact with us because we definitely want to know, and we are new to this. So
Recommendations.
we're very
If you're
new
in
to
the
this.
city, we travel a lot. Let us know what city you're in.
And let us know what places to go to, where to
Absolutely.
patronize, where to try. Let us, if there's spots where you had a certain experience, you want to know our thoughts, or if we experienced the same thing or whatever. We are super honest, clearly, about what we experienced. So definitely let us know in the comments and via DM or whatever. So
We'll be in Portland soon, so let us know. Hit us up, Portland.
yeah.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Oh my God, 20.